Hello, welcome to my short review of this gun. And this is a 200 round review. I'll be doing a 1,000 plus round review of this firearm. This is the Recoil RIA 5.0. So far I've been really impressed with it. There are a few things that I haven't heard mentioned before on other channels that I don't like about it, and I want to talk about those real quick. So good news is it's a nice heavy competition CZ75 kind of style gun. Feels good in the hands. The grip is very rough. It's like a low grit sandpaper. Covers the whole grip. One of the things I don't like is the grip's all polymer. I'd rather have a metal grip with my firearm. The slide is great. It's super buttery smooth. It feels like Teflon with butter on it. It comes with the RVS system, which is the ram valve system. It has a fixed barrel. Because of this system, it does not move whatsoever. In normal polymer handguns or other handguns you'll see, the barrel will flip up whenever the slide's back. That does not happen here. The entire system is housed in the slide. If you were to take this gun apart, there would be basically nothing in the frame and in the grip. It has adjustable sights and fiber optic up front, which is nice. Now let's talk about some negatives I don't like about this gun. The trigger. No one's really talked about this that I can see, but the trigger feels squishy. It feels like a double action trigger that's very, very light all the way until the break. You'll see that you hit kind of a wall here, but this is like a spongy wall. And then once you pull the trigger, it goes all the way back, finally clicks. So you have a little bit of travel whenever you're pulling the trigger. You don't really have a super well-defined wall. Now the reset also unfortunately has a problem. It has a false reset, at least my firearm does. That's a false reset. And then you finally get to your full reset. So that's not great. I hope that's just my firearm and not everyone's. Another item is, whenever firing this firearm, occasionally the magazine release will get stuck. Now, I can't really make it happen, but it feels a little sticky occasionally, but it'll get stuck in, and after you're trying to reload, or when you're trying to reload, the magazine will just fall out. The only way I've seen to be able to fix that is when the action's open, or when the slide's back, you can let the slide forward and then press the magazine release a bunch and it'll pop out. One additional item is this piece right here, I believe is called the leaf spring plate. This moves whenever you fire the firearm. It's not a big deal, but it happens. I've also had 2 failure to ejects on this firearm and 3 light strikes in a row. After that happened in a row, it was around 100 rounds. It didn't happen again. Now I use blazer brass, so I never have problems with that ammunition. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but just wanted to mention it. Now, one thing I do want to mention is, I'm sure everyone has seen, is it's got a square barrel. I'm sure that has something to do with the RVS system. And I think it also helps muzzle flip, as the barrel's probably a lot heavier, I would guess. I need to weigh it, but I feel like the barrel's probably heavier than a normal cylindrical barrel. Now, let's kind of show the trigger break on my CZ Tactical Sport Orange versus the Recoil RIA 5.0. So if you rack the slide, I'm going to let out, I'm against the wall, reset, and I'm already at the wall once the reset happens, and break. It's very, very crisp, of course, very light. I believe this is about 2 pounds, 2.5 pound trigger. It feels like a 1 pound trigger to me. But this does not do that. Once you have the trigger fully depressed and you let it out, you get a false reset, and then you get a full reset, and then you get your break, but it's not crisp like the CZ Orange. Now, I'm gonna see if I can get that false reset on audio. See, that was a full reset. That might be the false reset there. Yeah, it is. There you go. So those are the negatives about the gun. I'm not very happy with those negatives, but I will say that the recoil on this gun's amazing. Follow-up shots are amazing. The recoil feels like pudding, whereas if you had like a small Glock or something, it feels very snappy. This is the complete opposite of that. This feels like slow and thick. I don't know how else to describe it. Basically, when you fire it, it pushes back in your hand and not up. So it pushes back in your hand. You can keep your eyes on your sights and the sights on target. They don't move much. And shooting back-to-back shots is very easy, especially very fast. The range officers I was there with came and fired this gun much faster than I did and had great groupings, and I'll put those on the screen now. Anyway, I don't have much else to say about this gun. I am happy I got it. If you want one, I believe Advanced Tactical has these. I don't know if anyone else does, but you can sign up on their mailing list and they'll email you whenever they get some in. They sell really fast though, so if you get an email, you need to buy it like immediately. I bought this one within the first minute that these were up, and they were sold out within like 30 minutes.